Welcome back, YouTubers! It's Chris Miasma coming at you again with another one of my deck profiles. We're going to try to keep updating every Wednesday to Thursday every week, if possible. But let's get this one on the go. Today we got my pure Seal Dragon deck. It's not very competitive, but I mean, I've had some stally fun with it, so let's get this started. We start off with the starter. I like to use Seal Dragon Terry Cloth, but of course you can also use Red Pulse to search for him, your grade 3. But this card has the nifty little ability of you can counterblast one card with Seal Dragon in its name, put it into the soul. Well, and then of course, if you have a Kagro Vanguard, which why would you not? You may use its skill, which will let you kill any unit on the field, and then your opponent has to search their top 4 for a grade 2. Which sets you up perfectly for, certain Seal Dragon skills like Inferno, Hellfire, Inferno, Girote, etc. Alright, next up, my trigger lineup. We got 4 heals, just standard in most decks. We got 4 of the Seal Dragon crit, and 4 of the Demonic Dragon Mage crit. Namely because there's only a few things that require Seal Dragon specific counterblasts. So I run a few fun techs just to try it out. And then we have 4 Seal Dragon Draw Trigger. Just because draw triggers help with advantage and all kinds of fun stuff. Can even get you into an extra card to guard if you're feeling rather inopportune at the moment. Next up we got our grade 1s. We have Seal Dragon Kirsay, and I run him at 3. Basically, if your opponent is grade 2 Vanguard or Rearguard, doesn't matter how many, they could have 1, they could have 2, they could have an entire field full. You can discard a card from your hand to draw a new card. Once again, just a lot of people tech these in as they're useful for just resorting out your hand. Next up, we have 4 Seal Dragon Rhino Cross Perfect Shields. Just pretty, key in most decks. It's what you're going to keep. At 4, Seal Dragon Flannel, their 10k attacker. Which, once again, like most of my decks, they're going to be in there just because they're fun. And then I have 3 Explosive Claw Seal Dragon Knight. Whenever it attacks a grade 2 unit, be it Vanguard or Rearguard, he gets an extra little power boost of 3,000. Makes him very useful for hitting grade 2 units, even if it's a grade 1. Next up, our grade 2s. We have my personal favorite grade 2, Seal Dragon Jacquard, their 12k attacker. Now, this is another one of those Seal Dragon specific counterblasts that I was talking about. Seal Dragon Corduroy. Counterblast 1 when he's placed on the field. Will retire one of your opponent's front row rear guards, and they can search their top 4 for a grade 2. It's really useful in helping to fill up their field with 2s, especially with the new Break Ride that came out recently. Next up we have Seal Dragon Hunger Hell Dragon. They're 10k vanilla. It's just useful as a ride target or even just as grade 2 beat bait. And then this is one of my favorite ones because it does go with one of my grade 3s very nicely. Flamestar Seal Dragon Knight. Basically, he's a counterblast 1 activate skill, and he becomes a blockade. My opponent can't intercept. And you'll see why that's important later, if you haven't already guessed it by now. Next we have my grade 3s. I've got 4 Hellfire Seal Dragon Weathercloth. Love this guy. Ride over him, retire 2 of your opponent's units. They search the top 4 for a grade 2 and call them out. Beautiful with this deck, because if you haven't noticed, everything calls out grade 2s from my opponent's deck. It's kind of like Witches, which destroys zeros in your opponent's deck. And the piece de resistance, Seal Dragon Girote. Gains 5,000 extra power for each grade 2. And then if there's 2 or more grade 2s on my opponent's field, he gains an additional critical. Which, once again, he becomes his own little mini Break Ride each turn as long as my opponent keeps their grade 2s on the board. And recently I found it's a nice little addition because I've been getting some grade 3 sack with the deck recently after I reach it and I'm unable to guard. So we put in 4 Harmonix Messiahs, so Stride. It helped beef this deck up a lot and made it really nifty. Well, comment and please subscribe to the channel. Well, we hope to catch you guys next time. And as always, this is Chris Miasma signing out.